Hello, this is Darek, and today's video will be probably the most useless video on my channel, unless you want to learn how to imitate the Polish accent. I don't know, maybe you're the kind of person which is a bit... So I was thinking about that video before, but I found that there are some people who already did that. And one of these people is also Martikor. Marta, greetings from Kielce. Anyway, let's check those videos.
So I loved my big trip. In your Polish accent becomes I loved my big trip. I loved my big trip. And it's all very front in the mouth. Unlike your Russian accent, I loved my big trip. Same sounds, but you put the focus in a different way and it's more Polish. This and that in your Polish accent become tin, tik, this, that, very far forward.
This is not a Polish accent.
Sound. So Rachel runs errands for her mother and father on Saturday. Rachel runs errands for her mother and father on Saturday.
She doesn't know how to imitate Polish accent. This is actually Russian.
And try this phrase. I got up and saw my files were corrupt. So the musicality of the Polish accent is it feels very reserved to me for some reason.
No, this is Russian. You know, I have nothing against Russian accent, but if you say this is Polish accent and you actually are imitating Russian accent, it makes no sense. Am I correct? So no. Don't try to learn basing on this video.
Polish. The tongue, just like with Russian, teeth. So we take a sentence like, the wild and windy night that the rain washed away has left a pool of tears crying for the day. We take the beginning of that sentence. And in Polish, as I understand it, it'd be more like, the wild and windy night that the rain washed away.
I can show you how to imitate the Polish accent. Hello, how are you? This is Darek, and now I am talking with Polish accent. I don't try to imitate anything. This is it would be my original accent if I wouldn't try to do nothing with this. Very good, kurwa. I don't know, maybe you need to learn it. But why? Why should you learn it? Maybe for fun, you want to impress your friends, or you wanna say jokes about Polish people with the Polish accent. So I will give you some tips. The first and probably the most thing is to remember about ry, hard ry. This is not muted at all. This is something like this. I will try to show you. This is not as Russian, but this is a bit harder than normal, regular ry. Things like great, wonderful, I need a break, or what is wrong with you? I would say that if I wouldn't try to imitate anything. And or on the other hand, people mostly who already started, they try to imitate this R, and it sounds a bit fake, like ry. You know, if you try to do something more than you should and more than you can, it sounds... I didn't say my R is the best. I'm not even sure if it's correct. But you can recognize a Polish person when he or she says something like, I live in America. You see, America. This is not ry, this is not America, this is America. Maybe it's just my imagination, I don't know. Second tip for you is to remember about harsh C and H, which is similar to Polish szy or sometimes Polish czy. So not check this out, but check this out. I am Polish, I live in Poland. This is my chest. I wish I could. Try to say something like that. Next thing is the flat accent. I call it like that. I mean Polish people, we don't try to bounce with words. Not Polish, but Polish. I am Polish, I live in Poland, not Poland, nothing like that. Next thing is that we say more than we should, and it's not about talking, but about pronouncing, about the pronunciation. For example, some of us would rather say your with this U, bomb with B at the end, not bum, and this thing looks odd for everyone who sees for the first time. Oui. And I say no, it's French. It comes from French language. I know that my huge problem is grammar in English. Of course, they say that English grammar is quite easy, but we forget about articles, and most of beginners don't use articles at all. Because it's hard to imagine for us, for Polish people, how to use it, because we have nothing like that in our grammar. We just need to be more specific if we talk about something. You would probably say, do you have a car? And in Polish you would have to say, czy masz jakiś samochód? Jakiś, which means any kind or any. So another thing, if you try to imitate the Polish accent, is to avoid articles. You will sound more natural, as like a Polish person, probably. So nothing like give me a car, give me car, give me card, I want to get camera, this is best idea, and so on. Yeah, these kind of phrases with no articles are typical for people who already started their education. And the last thing I forgot about it is no th sound. I mean the, or weather, and mother, which sounds for me so British. A Polish person would probably say mother, weather, I think, I sing, or I think. You can choose. But don't think about it too much, because you don't need it. You already can speak English, so better focus on your Polish. But if you will ever hear this type of accent, you will recognize that you deal with a Polish person. Anyway, subscribe to my channel if you like my videos, if you like to learn Polish with me. Just click the round button and see you soon!